Were you ever told, or did you ever hear something along the lines of, if you don't have roles set up in life, the world will fall into chaos? It's something we talked about in our latest episode of the Dan and Cam podcast, where we're talking about a society that was discovered from 9,000 years ago that appeared to be matriarchal, and that it showed that there was a lot less conflict in this society, basically none. It seemed like a peaceful society where they kind of built each other up and nurtured the whole community and looked into things like that. And in this, we started talking about just the roles and gender roles that we were assigned in the faith, and how a lot of times, when Candy and I were first married, we tried to fit into these roles, and it just did not work. You talk about a round peg in a square hole. That was us trying to fit into these roles. I wasn't a good spiritual leader in our household. I knew diddly shit. I was learning, but I wasn't great at it and was constantly being corrected. Um, Candy is a free spirit, and trying to keep her in control was and submissive was not a thing that was going to happen. She was doing a lot of the homework and stuff like that while I was out making the money and providing for the family. I was bringing home the meat and she was cooking it. And it just wasn't working for us. We were both kind of miserable. We weren't that happy. We just were doing it. And then in deconstruction, we started talking about it a little more and started experimenting with some things. And I picked up some other things that I didn't mind doing. And she did some things that she didn't mind doing. But the big part was when she broke her leg. And I had to take up a lion's share of the chores around the house because she frankly couldn't do it. She couldn't get around. So I was cooking, I was cleaning, I was doing laundry, I was doing all that stuff. And the thing was that when that happened, we realized something. I didn't mind cooking. I kind of enjoyed it. I like to experiment. I like to get different flavor profiles and stuff like that and just see what family likes and kind of experiment there. And I enjoyed doing that somewhat. She hated cooking. So in that, we realized maybe you should start cooking dinner, as in me, and I have been since then. And this really worked and helped our dynamic in the family. When we started being more egalitarian and realizing the things that need to be done around the house aren't based on what kind of parts I have or what parts she has, but what better suits our personalities and our desires and our whims and can help us grow and be better, we started getting better in our marriage and things got better and our relationship got better. Basically, flying in the face of what the church had always taught us: stay in these roles and you'll be blessed beyond your years. When we broke out of the roles and started doing what was best for us and looking inside of us and seeing what we could handle and what we were better capable of doing and breaking down stuff, things got a lot better. Egalitarianism really helped us out. We were able to nurture the whole family based on what we were able to do, not what we were told we had to do.